Hi Capricorn, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. Before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy and create some sacred space. So this month we have a full moon in Pisces on the 14th and a new moon in Libra on the 28th. And Saturn, your ruling planet, goes direct on the 18th of September. And then we have the solstice. So this is going to be a month of changing transition, changing cycles. So let's see what Capricorn has coming up for September in terms of love and relationships. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for September 2019? The Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Death card, the Sun, the Six of Cups, the Hangman, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay, so you start the month off. You've been working really hard, Capricorn. With the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords here, you're kind of worried. There could be someone in your life that you're worried about their health, maybe. Or you're just imagining, you just have this heavy burden. You're carrying this heavy burden. But the Ten of Wands means you're at the end of the cycle. You're about ready to put this burden down. So something is going to be ending in the month of September. I think that whatever burden you've been carrying, whatever worries that you've had, you might be concerned about someone that's close to you, maybe concerned about their health. That's coming to an end. And you have the Seven of Swords in the past. So you could have been dealing with someone that you felt was taking advantage of your kindness. The Seven of Swords it's usually the thief card or the sneak card, something sneaky, maybe somebody taking credit for the work that you do, or someone trying to steal your ideas, or even in a relationship. Maybe you're afraid that someone's trying to take someone away from you. There could have been a third party situation. But this could also mean that you have plans in the works that you've had to keep under wraps, that you've had to keep to yourself, because you're protecting it. You have this idea or you have this plan that you know can be successful, because you have the Four of Wands here, which is a card of building. It's a card of marriage. It's a card of stability. It's a card of success. And you've been keeping your plans secretive or quiet because you're afraid to let people know what you're up to. But you have a plan to release some burden. So if you've been dealing with someone, maybe this relationship has been kind of hidden in some way. Or your feelings about it, you're not facing the truth about it. Because sometimes with the Nine of Swords, the worry is really more in your mind. You may be worried about something that may not happen. But you have in the past maybe not faced the truth about a certain relationship. But you will this month. I feel that this month you're going to see the truth and you're going to release. Because you have the Death card here coming up. The Death card means that you're ready to release the end of a cycle. You're ready to move into a new cycle. So anything that has not served you, or anything that you've been holding on to, it's time to drop it. It's time to let it go. Because this is a card of putting something to rest. Especially because I'm seeing the person here, there's a figure standing over a grave and leaving a carnation or a rose It's kind of like releasing and blessing that relationship. Like a relationship may end that has outlived its purpose, that has been you've been carrying on, you've been holding on to it too long. And it's time to release it and let it go. The cycle is ending. And look, you've even got the woman on the horse. It's time to move on. It's time to release the past, put it to rest, bless it for whatever it meant to you at one point, and move on, because there's potential. There's potential for a positive relationship coming in the future. But it's going to mean releasing, ending an old cycle where maybe you were connecting with someone who wasn't really valuing you, or was really just trying to take and not give back. But coming up in the future, you have the sun. So you're going to be connecting with someone that you really enjoy being with. It might be someone from the past coming back. You have the Six of Cups here. So you're probably, a part of you is healing from the past. Maybe there's a cycle completing, and you're going to have to, and you're giving it up. You're releasing it. It's coming to an end. But while that cycle is ending, you have something else that's coming back that can be give you a lot of happiness. It's like you're coming out of a dark time and moving toward something that's more fulfilling. There could even be a change of residence or a change of job in September. Because with the Hangman here, you've been kind of in limbo. I feel like since Saturn went retrograde in April, the past 6 months have been kind of, you feel stuck, like you're not moving forward. But that's all going to change when Saturn starts to move direct. And with the Hangman, there could be an opportunity to move into a new place, or change jobs in some way, move into a new job. And the Hangman, it represents like giving something up for something better, making a sacrifice. I think that you have, in the past, you might have been the scapegoat. You might be made the scapegoat of something. It could be, you may have felt betrayed by someone in the past. Someone that you thought you could count on has betrayed you. And then but you're going to release that. There might have been betrayal in the past. Maybe there was a relationship that ended, and it didn't end in a good way because of someone's behavior. Someone may have betrayed you. There might have been infidelity, or they might have betrayed your trust. Someone that you trusted and you confided in then betrayed that trust. But you're moving away from that. You're learning to release that sorrow, that pain, that hurt. And I think you're ready to trust again with someone new. But this new person may be someone, like you're healing from the past. So either you could be also connecting with someone from the past. Maybe you're finding closure. You're finally, getting closure in a situation that involves some type of betrayal. And you're letting that go. And now you're starting this new cycle of, the sun is like a success cycle of abundance, it could be marriage. Even the Four of Wands represents marriage. So you could be forming a commitment with someone, or you're forming a relationship with someone that can either lead to commitment, and you're releasing any kind of connections that are not serving you, that have been just draining you. The King of Swords is at the end here. So you could be connecting with an air sign, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And you could be releasing a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe someone's moving away. Someone could be moving away. This person, the Knight of Wands energy, is someone who's kind of got restless energy. They're a lot of fun when they're around, but they're not reliable. They're kind of loose cannon. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Like, you don't know what to make of them. They're not stable. And maybe they've been causing you a lot of worry or concern, mental stress. And in some cases, you may feel that their intentions are not honest, that they're not being transparent. You don't know exactly what they wanted from you. Maybe they were just using you in some way. They were getting something from you. But you're going to wake up to that, and you're going to release them. You're going to release them and bless them and move on. And the person you might be moving on to could be this King of Swords. In any case, even if it's not the King of Swords, if it could also mean the King of Swords can mean that you're going to be looking carefully. You're making decisions. Like in the past, you might have made decisions based on your emotions. But this time you're going to be making decisions based on logic. You're going to really be discriminating. What's real, what's not real. I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm not going to just let my heart rule my head. And, choose unwisely. Maybe you've made choices in the past that weren't good for you. But this time you're going to make a choice that is good for you. You're going to be connecting with someone that can bring you a lot of happiness. Could be a soulmate type connection, or a connection with someone that you have a lot of fun with. And you might even do some traveling with this person. Maybe this person is going to pull you out of your, Saturn has a tendency, Capricorn has a tendency to be, you're always working and you're always responsible. And maybe this person is going to pull you away from that and allow you to have more fun in your life. It's going to bring more fun to your life, more adventure. And maybe, I think you're ready for that. I think you're tired of the burden. You're tired of working all the time and not having fun. So this person could be a breath of fresh air to you, and bring some new energy into your life. So this full moon is happening in your 3rd house and in your 9th house. So communication is going to be important, and also higher education. You might be, maybe you feel like people around you are not being honest, not being transparent. And you're going to see the truth about someone in your environment with this full moon. And it's going to cause you to take action, because Mars and the Sun are conjunct. And someone is actually, so you might start to speak up about your needs, and you might get involved in some type of creative project that involves the internet or teaching, learning, something that's going to pull you out of this conflict. Something that's you might be thinking about taking a class or going back to school and learning some new skills, something that involves communication. Something is coming to the end of a cycle, because Venus and Mercury are at 29 degrees. So maybe you're changing your focus in your career from something that was creative to something that's more like communication oriented, or something that involves teaching or learning. But in any case, you're communicating your needs. You need to communicate your needs and to clear up this confusion. And you have to find out where you stand in a situation. And if you're signing any contracts, you really need to look at the details. You have Jupiter in the 12th house. So you do have someone that's on your side. Someone, it could be a fire sign, it could be a Sagittarius even. Someone who's working behind the scenes to protect you and help you. You also have Pluto in the 1st house and Saturn. And when Saturn moves forward, it's going to help you and your image. You're going to be more responsible. You're going to be seen as someone who is more of a leader or in charge. So you could have some, you might have to learn some new skills, but there could be an opportunity to show your leadership skills. But you may also need to pick up some more skills. And that might mean learning, going back to school to, maybe not full time, but maybe taking a course that helps you to advance in your career, that helps you in terms of communication, teaching, learning. Even your belief systems might be changing. Maybe you didn't believe that things were possible, but now you're going to start to see the truth. Some truth is going to be revealed. You're going to see that someone maybe has not been as honest as they should be. And once you see the truth, you're going to take action on how to fix that issue. So you might be releasing a relationship where you feel that you haven't been treated fairly. Or some connection. It could be a work connection where you feel like you've been either lied to or you haven't, or someone has been dishonest. Maybe they've been talking behind your back. You're going to see the truth about that, and you're going to take action to get yourself into a better place. And when the new moon comes in Libra, that's going to be in your 10th house. So there could be a new career opportunity that comes to take you away from a situation where you feel like you haven't been valued and you've been kind of betrayed or lied to, or someone's been taking credit for the work that you're doing. Whatever that is, you're going to break free from that in September, or at least work toward breaking free. You're going to put more focus into your career and how you are seen in the public. You have Venus going through the 10th house, so that's going to bring more harmonious relationships with your work environment. You might even have a romance at work through your work connections. But you also might be working on something creative with this new moon. Whatever the work that you're doing, it's going to be something that you love. So if there's a new job opportunity that comes up in September, and it may be out of the blue, because Uranus is aspecting this moon. It's a little bit of it's an uncomfortable aspect, an inconjunct aspect, but there could be some creative project that at first you find like, this is annoying. What do I have to do this? It's like throwing a kink in your plan. But it's going to turn out positive for you. I feel that it's going to bring you more public recognition. There's going to be some kind of project that comes up that you're going to really shine doing, and you're going to love to do it. And it's going to earn you some respect. And it's going to change your public image. And people are going to see you more as a leader, as someone that's very organized, very disciplined. It's going to change. It's going to help you to break free from whatever you're in that is not giving you what you need, that's causing you, like you're doing all this work and you feel like you're not getting enough recognition or you're not getting enough reward. And it's going to cause you to give up something for something better. So I feel like you're definitely giving something up for something better in September. Or at least it's the beginning stages. You have that opportunity because this new moon is happening in your career sector, the 10th house. So you'll have an opportunity to break free of anything that's not serving you, anything that's been causing you worry, anything that's been giving you, like you feel overburdened. So with the Death card, this is about, ending a cycle and starting a new cycle. So you could be, I feel like you might change jobs in September, or at least start looking. And you also might be forming a relationship with someone that can bring a lot of joy to your life. So there's like two sides to this reading. On the one hand, you're giving up something that's really been a burden to you, that's been causing you a lot of worry, that hasn't been always, maybe a relationship that's not in your best interest. That's going to be ending. Whether it's a personal relationship or a career relationship, something is ending and it's going to be replaced by something much better. And it's going to bring a lot more fun and joy into your life. Something that you may have thought was not even possible at this stage in your life. But hold on, and don't be afraid to release what's no longer serving you. Don't be afraid to end something that's not working so that you can claim something much better. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. That's my forecast for September, Capricorn. I think things are going to be much better toward the end of the month and moving into October, especially after Saturn goes direct. Because then you have Pluto going direct in October. So both these planets are in your first house. So things that have been stagnating all summer are going to start to move forward. So don't give up. Don't give up hope. Don't think like, I'm not moving, I'm just treading water and nothing's happening. Everything I do is just not going anywhere. Things are going to start to shift toward the end of September and moving and into October. And probably up to and leading up to that final eclipse around Christmas, which will happen in Capricorn, in your sign, around December, January. That's when we have that final new moon eclipse in Capricorn. and then the full moon in January. So don't give in Cancer. And that's going to affect your relationships, and both personal and business. So by the end of this year, you're going to be on a new path. You're going to find, but it's going to start with this new moon in Libra at the end of the month. And with Saturn moving direct. That's going to initiate this change. And it may take a couple of months before it works itself out. But it will by the end of the year. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. And if you've liked this reading and you want to have a private session with me, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. And I want to thank everyone who's been supporting this channel and commenting and liking and subscribing. Just keep doing it, because I love reading all the comments, and I'm glad that I'm able to help people. It really brings me joy when I hear that the readings have helped people. So I appreciate your taking the time out to comment. And if you're new, welcome. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. And I wish you much luck and success and joy in September. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.